Welcome back, everybody. I'm the host of the most KirPodcast. Back in here with another video. First of all, I want you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't forget to hit that bell. Let's get right into it. Nintendo Switch. That's right. What we're going to talk about is the interview that Doug Bowser had, and he was telling us more about the Nintendo Switch. First thing, what we're going to talk about is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. First question was, how do you get a $70 price figure for the upcoming Zelda game? His answer were, we look at what the game has to offer. I think the fans will find this incredibly full, deeply immersive experience. The price point reflects the type of experience that the fans can expect when it comes to playing this particular game. This isn't a price point that we necessarily have on all our titles. It's actually a fairly common pricing model either here or in Europe or in other parts of the world, where the pricing may vary depending on the game itself. Next question was, any sales goals for the new Zelda? There are, but they're not publicly disclosed yet. What's the next big thing in gaming? The metaverse, AI, what else? His answer was, I think what you'll see with gaming is that we'll continue to see new technologies come into play that will allow us to expand the number of players that come in. As we think about technology, the most important thing is we think about how it will improve the gameplay experience. It's not that technology for technology's sake. Will it really create this experience that is immersive, that creates smiles? We lead with that, and then we see what technology can support that. Now, let's just talk about these games real quick. First of all, I appreciate the man Doug Bowser coming out and talking to us about it. Now, Tears of the Kingdom, some people said they wouldn't pay the $70, but my question to you is, will you pay the $70? I mean, Breath of the Wild, we bought the game, we thought it was hot, we probably paid about $60. So what's $10 more? I know Tina Turner say what love got to do with it, but I say the situation is your gaming experience has a lot to do with it. Because the thing that caught me on this in particular is he is talking about a deeply immersive experience, incredibly full. So apparently Breath of the Wild has just went up with expectations. Now, for me, I can't wait to get my hands on it because I want to be deeply immersed in my experience. I want to feel like I'm flying through there. I want to be off the hook, off the chain game so I can be like, woo, you know you did it. Or did you really do it? But the reality situation is Tears of the Kingdom is something that we all, well, I won't say all, a lot of us are looking forward to. And it's going to have to live up to it because you charge an extra $10. These days with the price of milk, price of eggs, for $10, a lot of stuff I can do with that. I maybe get by, depends on what part of the world you live in, a gallon or 2 gallons of gas. Now, let's get into the other stuff that I know y'all want to hear about. Next question was, when is the next Nintendo Switch? I'm sorry, let me say it word for word. When is the next Switch coming out? What kinds of features or new capabilities would you like to see? His answer, as we enter the 7th year for the Nintendo Switch, sales are still strong. I think we still have a very, very strong lineup coming. Mr. Furukawa, hopefully I said it right, Nintendo president, said recently, we're entering uncharted territory with the platform. It's exciting to see the demand is still there, so nothing to announce on any future console or device. But we still feeling very bullish about Nintendo Switch. I should be careful about what I personally would like to see in the new Switch, but what I can share is that one of the reasons that even going into the 7th year, we feel very confident that the Switch can have a strong performance over the next few years is that it is still truly the unique device that you can play in a variety of ways at home, on the go. One of the things that we look at is how can we surprise and delight? How can we introduce new, unique ways of playing? That's always in front of our minds. Now, let's break this down real quick. The thing that caught me off rip, again, because I've been looking at this over the weekend, surprise and delight. Now, you tell me, what do you think he mean by surprise and delight? You know, so we should be shocked when we see it. We should be surprised. I mean, what exactly can it do? Is 4K going to be enough to surprise you? Is DLSS going to be enough to surprise you? Upscaling going to be enough to surprise you? What is going to surprise you? Is it going to be big and you holding your hand? Is they probably going to put a fan in the dock so it don't burn up when you play it for a long time? I'm just saying, calling out the obvious. It's just one of those things. Is everything going to be OLED? I mean, what is it that is going to surprise and delight us? And then another thing that he said that I thought was very interesting. He always said, introduce unique ways of playing. So what's another unique way of playing the Nintendo Switch? We can play it on the home. We can play it on the go. Play it on the train. You can play it in your car. What is the first thing that comes to mind as a new way to play? Let's say unique means different. So what different way can we do it that we aren't already doing it that nobody else is doing? That is the $1 billion question. That's why somebody at Nintendo getting paid the big bucks right now, because they already got this figured out. Now let's get into the one that everybody keep talking about online. It's the new Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever you want to call it. Is it already done? I'm going to say I don't think so. Will it come out this year? I'm going to say I don't know. But if I had to put my betting money on it, I would say no, next year. But in the same token, Nintendo does what they want to do. They can sit up there and do it how they feel. Now, the last thing that we need to look at in the comment section, I want to know, do you think, 1, will it come out this year? 2, do you think that the Switch, what will the price be? See, we keep talking about the Switch 2. $349 for the OLED Switch. If they go to $399, that is the same price of that's the same price of a PlayStation 5 digital. Now, for you to get that $399 money, that means you got to produce what PS5 digital can produce. Now, because at $299, basically you was at Xbox Series S territory, but now you're skipping that, saying you the big dog. Because again, OLED is $349, regular Switch is $299. Switch 2, what you thinking? $399 to get 4K. What is it that's gonna make you say that I'm willing to spend that money? So my question to you is, if it's $399, would you buy it? If it's $459, would you buy it? I know what you're probably saying, so it depends on what they got to offer, but I'm just asking. Because right now, we got to be looking at least a $399 price. I'm sorry. The way they talking big cash, big money stuff. So it means they're going to expect big cash, big money in return. Well, that's all I got for y'all today. I catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to flip it up from gaming stuff to something I need to talk about real quick, dealing with cell phones. I appreciate you. I thank you. See you tomorrow. Peace.